Hi everyone, welcome to your first milestone assignment, and in this video we'll cover primarily some of the goals of your milestone assignments, so not only of milestone 1 but what you have to come, and to give you kind of a broad overview of the work that you'll be engaging in for this semester, for this course. So the primary goal of your milestone assignments is to scaffold your program charter and evaluation plan. And this is going to be the signature assignment for this course. You'll see that it is due later on in the course. It's due during week 7, but all of the work and reading that we'll be engaging in leading up to week 7 are going to all kind of be geared toward your program charter and evaluation plan. So most of the milestone assignments are to help keep you on track across multiple weeks. So a few quick things. As you read your course materials, the goals will be to brainstorm ideas and jot them down in your document as you go. And the document I'm referring to is your program charter and evaluation plan. Your milestone 1 assignment will help walk you through all of that. But the goal in these milestone assignments is not to complete your final version, right? Each week, the goal is to brainstorm ideas that you will then refine later on. A reminder that whenever we're brainstorming, your ideas can be really messy and incomplete. That brainstorming actually invites the messy and incomplete. You'll be reading topics during a week, and then from that reading, hopefully you'll be generating some maybe aha moments or thoughts or curiosities, wonderings, and you'll be jotting those down in your program charter and evaluation plan document, leading up to toward the end of the semester, will you engage in kind of some peer collaboration to refine some of your thinking. And we also have in here that your ideas should also demonstrate critical thinking about how you might implement or improve a mentor program within your organization. So the goal is, as you're reading some of these ideas or you're reading some of the concepts in the course, is to think really critically about them. You will find that the text and readings that you will be engaging in they are scaffolded and structured. They give you some boundaries as to the different steps that we can take in order to develop a mentor program. Now, you might be developing a mentor program for your organization, or you might be improving a mentor program within your organization. You might already have some structure and framework that you'll just be refining and improving. So with that, demonstrating critical thinking means that you'll be working with some of these broad conceptualizations and needing to refine them or massage them a little bit so that they directly apply to your organization. The layout of the milestones are as such. So we've got milestone 1 here in week 1. You'll see that your primary tasks are to review your program charter and evaluation plan. That's a key. That's like our signature assignment that's due toward the end of the class. And you'll also connect with your peer or peers to schedule your peer think tank. And that is another assignment. It's another activity that you'll engage in later on in the course. And so milestone 1 basically asks you to review these things, take note of them, plan ahead, etc. Milestone 2 will be assigned in week 2. There you're going to submit a draft of your ideas relating to program objectives and a few other elements of your program charter and evaluation plan. The readings that are associated with week 2 directly apply to the ideas that you'll be drafting for your Mile 2 submission. And again, when we say draft ideas, we mean draft ideas. They're going to be messy. They're going to be incomplete. You're going to have questions, curiosities documented, all of that. You'll also submit your scheduled date, time, and platform for your peer think tank. So in week 1 or in milestone 1, you'll be connecting with your peer and you'll probably be emailing back and forth to try to figure out a day, time, and platform for your peer think tank. And you'll see in week 2 that your peer think tank shouldn't happen until at least week 6 and maybe the first half of week 7. So all we're doing in milestone 2 is planning ahead and setting some time aside, because I know we all know that life gets really busy, and sometimes reserving a chunk of time ahead of time can be really helpful. For milestone 3, which will be in week 3, you'll be drafting ideas related to program structure. Again, those will directly relate to some of your readings and course materials for week 3. We'll skip a week, and in week 5, we have milestone 4, where you'll draft your ideas related to evaluation. And so this will primarily speak to the evaluation plan that you will be reading about. And then finally, in week 6, we have milestone 5, where you can submit any final questions about your program charter and evaluation plan assignment. So that's your time. You've essentially worked through every single element of your program charter and evaluation plan by week 6, by milestone 5. And so these are your final questions that you can submit to your instructor. A quick note, as you will see in some of the work throughout the milestones, with your program charter and evaluation plan, you will not actually develop or implement your program. So we're not going to be developing all the nitty gritty of what a mentor program might be, or all of the steps that you might take to actually improve the mentor program that you might already have in your organization. The goal instead is to really draft your ideas and apply your learnings from this course to your organizational context. So you'll see that your program charter and evaluation plan are really just something that is indicating what you might do in the future, what you could do in the future as a way of applying some of these ideas that we'll be learning in this course. So just giving you a heads up, I know sometimes that idea of like, what, I have to develop a mentor program? You're developing ideas about a mentor program. You will not have time to actually develop a full mentor program nor improve a full mentor program in the midst of this course. But this is more so a brainstorming activity that you'll be refining along the way. Some tips I have for you, do stay on track with your readings and due dates. So the goal of these milestones is so that you are working on your signature assignment throughout the whole class. That way, when it comes time for that final week of submission, you won't be generating any new ideas. You'll just be refining some of the ideas that you already developed. As you read your Laban text, keep your program chart and evaluation plan close by, keep that document close by, and jot down your ideas as ideas. I'm just going to be a record on repeat, and I'm totally okay with that. Your decisions here are not set in stone. So as you're working within your milestones, you're just jotting down your messy ideas. You know, when it comes to creative thinking, when it comes to brainstorming, we almost have to get all of the ideas, brain dump them all out in front of us, and then start to sort through and analyze and evaluate which of these are actually good ideas and which of these ideas maybe aren't the best ideas, but they helped me get to the good ideas, and we can just kind of push those aside, right? I will also say that you have examples in your Laban text. They're in your appendices for additional guidance. So in the very back of your text, you'll see that there is an example of a program charter. And there are also, I think, 2 examples of evaluation plans. So you'll see that the template that you have for your final assignment very much mimics the examples that are in Laban's text. So you have a lot of resources and some fleshed out examples for support. And finally, the goal is not to save your organization with this assignment, although you might plant a seed in you for something to build or improve in the future outside the boundaries of this course. So try to be careful not to think too idealistically, like still think practically. And so the goal is to demonstrate your engagement with key concepts of this course and apply them to your organization. So again, if in real life, it would take us many more weeks to actually, develop and plan for and refine like what we actually want our mentor program to be. And we need time for that. Here in this course, we don't have that amount of time. So the goal is not to create the most idealistic version. It's to apply some of these ideas, demonstrate some of that critical thinking and how you're engaging with this course to a plan that could work for your organization and is directly related to your organization. So hopefully this gives you a nice little overview of all of your milestone assignments, and I know we look forward to seeing your work along the way.